How you doing, guys? This is One Man Clan, and I just got a special message for you all. I know it's short notice, but I've just been informed that there is in America, they have something called Memorial Day, which means the Americans, tomorrow the 20... Lost track of the days. 26th. The Americans are free. They're not working, which means we can have, for the very first time in history, 3 days in a row of AGR. And I'm actually really looking forward to it. Now, I don't know how many people are going to show up, but I do know that at least one person mentioned it. And so there it is. I'm putting it out there. Officially it'll be 2300 GMT Monday, the 26th of, and of course it's a one-off. It won't be on any other week. And anyway, so it'll be I will be able to make it for at least an hour, and the people in Europe can make it. For them, it'll be at 11 o'clock at night. Come on, if you're getting up the next day at 2 in the for Tuesday, you can still get go start at 11, finish at 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll get 6 hours sleep. Come on, what's more important, work or AGR? That's right, it's AGR. So there you go. That's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Now I've got a bit of time left, which I shall fill by letting you know, where the hell is Surviving in the Quake World Part 2? Well, okay, look, I'll tell you, there's been a delay with Part 2 of Surviving in the Quake World, and it's because I've done multiple versions. Excuse me. And I'm not happy with them. I've had a cold as well. Yeah, I know it's a bunch of excuses, but this is just me letting you know. I did multiple versions. I had to listen to them. One of them, I listened to the first one I did, and the fact is I don't really like the sound of my voice. I talk too fast. And the trouble is when I try to put on a different voice like this, which I know is more professional, it sounds really fake. So this doesn't sound now, when I do this voice, it doesn't sound like I'm actually being sincere. It's like I'm pretending. Whereas if you're my buddy and we were just hanging out, man, this is the voice that I use. And of course, I see you guys as my buddies, and I just talk the way I talk, But anyway, and I listened back to it. There's a lot of so I thought, look, why don't I just write the whole thing down? I can read. So I did that, but I made notes. But then it sounds like I'm reading, and it's boring, like a lecture. I don't want that. So I improvise it, and then I talk too fast. I try to talk too slow. Anyway, but I have done, and also it's a lot of topics to get into, and so I think I might break it up into multiple series. The topics are, there's issues as diverse as, because I start talking about one thing and then I realize, that's going to make sense with that. For example, discussion of how do mods get new players? How do people discover games? And then what are the barriers specifically for AGR? And then how I've dealt with those barriers by doing stuff like changing stuff to the mod, the problems of a game where people have been playing for 10, 15 years and are really, 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 really good, and a newbie rocks up. Yeah, that's a whole discussion right there. How do you make the game newbie friendly and give the guru some stuff to do? Because as you know, AGR was designed for gurus in mind. It's not meant to be newbie friendly, but it's got to be to some extent newbie friendly, because then you want the new guys to have fun. Then there's talk about FTE and how FTE fits into the whole thing. It's a whole complicated discussion, so I might end up doing a multiple series of them. But that's about it. I also want to give a special thanks to all the guys that have been playing every week in these times of need. Special shout out, Decimus, King of Ping, Wolfgang, the man himself, and Cloud shows up a lot, Doc sometimes. A couple of new guys, FanQ1, welcome aboard. And I look forward to a long and fruitful relationship with you. Anyway, gotta go. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.